Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to the second episode of Dining with NC #Quarantine Cooking. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be showing you a simple way of making vegetarian Nasi Lemak and Masala Chicken. Now, I know the promo said that I'll be making fried tofu masala, but my dad has been complaining about too much vegetarianism going on in the house. We've had some prayers for the past 2.5 weeks. He said, I need some meat. So ladies and gentlemen, we've switched it to chicken. And recently our government also said that the wives of the house should keep their husbands calm and happy by dressing up, looking good and sounding like Doraemon. Unfortunately, I am not married. I don't have anybody to amuse me that way. So I looked around the house and I managed to get my own Doraemon assistant. We'll be covering the ingredients for today, ladies and gentlemen. We have a bowl of rice. This is freshly ground dried chili, freshly ground red chili. We've got asam jawa, tamarind water. We've got a bowl of ginger and garlic paste. We've got blended tomatoes. We've got blended onions and shallots. A big bowl. This is 1 kilogram of chicken fillet, ladies and gentlemen. We've got curry leaves, 1 onion chopped. This is red onion. Gula Melaka is for the sambal, folks. Now a lot of people have told me that Gula Melaka makes the sambal that much tastier. We've got galangal. We're going to use very little of this. We're going to cover the masalas, folks. Haldi powder. We've got cumin powder. We've got garam masala. We've got red chili powder, pepper, salt, and that is jeera powder, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I'm going to introduce you to what's going to go in the rice for the nasi lemak and the sambal as well. Pandan leaves and serai, folks, and of course after the announcement of the extension of the MCO, everyone is going absolutely nuts. Ladies and gentlemen, so the first step of getting the chicken ready is the marination. We're going to put it in the fridge for half an hour. What I've done is I've added all the masalas, as I mentioned earlier. I've put in 1 tablespoon of each. I've put in 2 tablespoons of the garlic and ginger paste. I've added in a dash of oil. And I've squeezed in just about 3 or 4 small spoons of this lime. You can use lime, you can use lemon, whichever is in your house, whichever is convenient. If you don't have that, you can use chuka vinegar as well, folks. Alright, so I'm going to get this all mixed together. So ladies and gentlemen, the first thing we're going to do to make the sambal, alright, we're going to add in oil. Now the sambal will require a lot of oil. I've checked out a few recipes from here and there, and a lot of them have actually done this. They fried the peanuts first, and then they put in some onions. They fried it together in the same oil, and once that is done, they've kept the oil inside to make the sambal. So apparently that is the key to making a good sambal. So you'll get some peanut flavor, some onion flavor in there. I think this is good enough. Alright, now what we're going to do is slowly add on the peanuts in there. Alright, there we are. Alright, in they go. Now these chopped onions, folks, I'm going to be using them to garnish the chicken and the nasi lemak later on. I'm going to go on to make the sambal, ladies and gentlemen. This is the key. Alright, you want the flame a little. Main stuff, the onions and shallots blended together. The chilies now, folks. I'm going to start with freshly ground red chilies, and as you can see, these come with the seeds because love this spice. Alright, so 3 generous big spoons of that, and this one is going to be the freshly ground dried red chili or chili bo, as we call it. This one also 3 nice spoons go in, and we're going to stir this up. Oh, look at that, look at the color. just suddenly changes intensity, the reddish orange color. This sambal mixture has also broken its sweat. I'm going to add on the rest of the ingredients, two very special ones. First up, I am going to add in some asam jawa juice, tamarind juice, ladies and gentlemen. Asam jawa, 3 spoons of that, and 1 spoon of gula melaka powder. Alright, there we are. Now, the way to get this entire sambal thick, nice, is to keep letting the oil break, oil separate. You've got to leave it on the stove for 5 minutes. You can see, folks, the sambal is beginning to thicken. 2 more key ingredients of the flavor are going to be 3 pandan leaves in there and a stalk of serai. Alright, it is all nicely mixed. The pandan is going to release some aromas that are going to change the way your sambal is tasting, along with the stalk of serai, folks. Right now, there we are. Thick, dark, spicy, sweet, very authentic. Mind you, ladies and gentlemen, this is all vegetarian. Look at that. Ooh. Ooh. So, ladies and gentlemen, the mistake I did was I didn't de-seed the chilies. So the sambal became really spicy. I had to add on 3 more cups of water. I had to add on a lot more asam jawa, 3 more big spoons of the gula melaka. Oh, hi, welcome back. Alright folks, right now we're going to go on to make the chicken. So as you can see, I've already added in the onions. So I'm going to go on to add in the ginger garlic paste. Very important. Once this is done, this also is required to break the oil. Alright, we will need for this masala to break the oil. Once you've seen this going good, see the oil separating from the onions and the ginger and the garlic, we're going to add on the blended tomatoes and all the other masalas that we mentioned earlier. Alright, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of each of the masalas, and then once we've got a good concoction going, we're going to put the chicken in and let it cook. So that's the simplest way of getting the chicken done. Indian masala chicken. And just to add on the flavor, we're going to throw in a couple of curry leaves as well. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, once you've mixed in all the dry masalas with the blended shallots and onions, you put in the ginger garlic paste, you put in the blended tomatoes, you've added in the curry leaves. This is what your masala will begin to look like. And the final touch, folks, look at the masala. There's already broken oil. Alright. So then you're going to add in your marinated chicken into that. Right, nice and good. This is how we're going to make the rice for the Nasi Lemak. I've added in 2 cups of rice, 1 big bowl of water. I've added a cup of santan. Forgot to mention that in the ingredients earlier on. I have 4 pandan leaves made into 2 knots and about 5 thin slices of ginger and a dash of salt. Alright, we're going to get all these ingredients mixed. Let this cook, and we're going to show you how our Nasi Lemak with the masala chicken looks like after it is all cooked. We'll be back.